Hey everyone, DLCREVIEWER here, and today I'm going to be talking about whether or not the Gage Shotgun Pack was worth getting. The Gage Shotgun Pack was released on July 3rd, 2014 and cost €5 or dollars. It is the 7-pay DLC pack for Payday 2. It contains 3 new shotguns, 4 new masks, with those masks being Clint, John, Rutger, and Steven, plus 4 new materials and patterns that I will not be covering because I've said it previously. 4 new melee weapons, with those melee weapons being the KLAS Shovel, the Telescopic Baton, the Survival Tomahawk, and the Utility Machete, and new shotgun ammo types. So let's have a look at the first shotgun that the Gage Shotgun Pack introduces, the M1014. But first, some trivia. The M1014 is based on the Benelli M4 Super 90, with the M1014 being its US military designation. The M1014 is based on the Benelli M4 Super 90, with M1014 being its US military designation. Equipping the short barrel mod turns it into the Benelli M4 FNA, equipping the solid stock turns it into the Benelli M4 Tactical, and equipping both turns it into the Benelli M4 FNA Tactical. It is the only shotgun in the game so far to bear one of its real-world designations. Broadly speaking, it is one of the very few Payday 2 weapons to retain its real name verbatim when implemented into the game. It is one of the few semi-automatic shotguns of Payday 2, alongside the Street Sweeper and Predator 12 Gauge. This shotgun is wielded by the GenSec Elite SWAT teams. Their version comes fitted with the solid buttstock and extended barrel. And for both players and GenSec Elites, the third-person animations for the M1014 show it being fired with a pumping motion in between each round, even though it is unnecessary. So the M1014 unlocks at level 15. Its inventory slot is primary, it's a shotgun, and its firing mode is semi-automatic, meaning that there is no interval in between each shot. Its cost is 327,000 in-game dollars. It has a base magazine of 8, total ammo of 64, rate of fire of 429, damage of 30, accuracy of 28, stability of 44, concealment of 12, and tread of 26. The M1014 is a semi-automatic shotgun added to the game with the Gage Shotgun DLC pack. It does full damage out to 7 meter range, and from there falls off to 0 damage at 20 meters. Though the M1014 has considerably lower damage than the Rhinefield 880 or the Raven, it is still capable of killing most non-special units with a single headshot, including FBI SWAT with appropriate modifications or skills on overkill difficulty or lower. When extra ammo is not readily available, this can make it a more efficient weapon against these enemies. So the M1014, in my opinion, like I said there, it's definitely like all of the shotguns, in my personal opinion, are pretty much for overkill. Trying to use them on Death Wish will end badly for you. All it takes is one Skulldozer to turn around the corner, and all of your primary shotguns become useless unless the faceplate is gone. Or if you have explosive rounds and you have a good secondary. But if you're going to take any shotgun into Death Wish, I highly suggest the Judge with HE rounds. The M1014 doesn't have to be cocked in order to fire. Therefore, that means you can just keep shooting it because it's semi-automatic. However, if you unload a full clip, it has to do an extra little cock at the end to put in the first bullet. The M1014 is the third most concealable primary shotgun after the Raven and Moscone 12G, attaining a concealment of 24 by using the short barrel and the collapsed stock. So let's have a look at the mods for the M1014. All of the weapons in the Gage Shotgun Pack, and I'm about 90% sure that all of the shotguns in Payday 2 all share pretty much the exact same modifications except for the barrel. So I'm going to be covering any modification that appears more than once for each shotgun only once, to avoid the video being about 20 minutes long. The Gage Shotgun Pack brought in 4 new ammo types, with those ammo types being the 000 buckshot, the HE round, the flechette, and the AP slug. The BBQ weapon pack also brings in Dragon's Breath round, which was added in much later after the Gage Shotgun Pack, which sets enemies on fire. The 00 buckshot decreases your ammo by 19 and increases your damage by 15, with the description saying bigger pellets with more impact. The HE round takes away 16 total ammo and increases your damage by 3 but hurts your accuracy by 12. Fires 1 explosive charge that kills or stuns targets, with the ammo type being more difficult to find. The flechette takes away 3 damage and adds 8 accuracy with long range armor piercing bullets. The AP slug takes away 19 total ammo, gives you an extra 15 damage and an extra 8 accuracy, but only fires a single lead slug that penetrates body armor, enemy shields, and walls. So, for the modifications, for barrels we have the short barrel and the long barrel, which are both part of the Gage Shotgun Pack. In barrel extensions we have the Shark Teeth Nozzle and the Silent Killer Suppressor, which are not part of a pack. The King's Crown Compensator, which is part of the Gage Mod Courier item pack. And the Shush, or the Shish, which is part of the Butcher Mod Pack. In boosts we have Concealment of +1, Stability of +4, Accuracy of -4, Accuracy of +4, and a Team Boost, which gives 3% extra experience and money reward for you and your crew. In gadgets we have the Assault Light and the Tactical Laser Module, which do not belong to a pack, the Compact Laser Module and the Military Laser Module, which belong to the Gage Mod Courier Pack, and the LED Combo, which belongs to the Butcher Mod Pack. In sights, we have the Holographic Sight, the Professional's Choice Sight, the Surgeon Sight, the Ocopsoptic Scope, Military Red Dot Sight, and the Mil-Spec Scope, which do not belong to a certain pack or DLC, the Seymour Sight, which is part of the Armor Transport Pack, the Combat Sight, the Compact Hollow Sight, the Specular Sight, the Trigonum Sight, and the Solar Sight, which are all part of the Gage Mod Courier Pack. And in stocks, we have the Collapsed Stock and the Tactical Stock, which are both part of the Gage Shotgun Pack. Now we will have a look at the Raven Shotgun. But first, some trivia. The Raven is based on the Kel-Tec KSG Bullpup Shotgun. It is also the first Bullpup shotgun in Payday 2. The short barrel mod for it likely came from the KSG tactical variant with an extended choke. The inventory icon for the Raven features a long barrel with a unique extended top rail not found in either of the barrel mods or the base weapon. The Raven is unusual in that in the standard and extended barrel mod configuration, gadgets, aside from the flashlight, are mounted on the top rail just ahead of the sights. This becomes unwieldy if an LED combo is used, as the gadget will obstruct most of the lens sight and by extension the player's vision. In third person, the Raven reloads as if it were a rifle, and the Raven is one of several shotguns in the game to not have the 12G suffix. The other weapons that share this characteristic are the M1014, the Reinfeld 880, the Judge, and the Street Sweeper. So the Raven unlocks at level 22, its inventory slot is primary, firing mode pump action, meaning that when you fire you have to wait for the animation to cock the weapon again, or to pump it, or pump the next bullet in, and the cost is 487,000 in-game dollars. The base magazine is 14 with total ammo of 42, rate of fire of 104, damage of 59, accuracy of 44, stability of 44, concealment of 22, and threat of 28. The Raven is a compact and powerful pump-action shotgun with a unique high-capacity magazine design. Though it has somewhat less ammo, it is otherwise a straight upgrade to the Reinfeld 880 thanks to its equivalent damage, fast reload time, vast magazine capacity, increased stability, and potential for high concealment. So the Raven shotgun, out of the 3 shotguns in the Gage Shotgun Pack, the Raven is good. It has its upsides with the fact that it deals more damage than the M1014, but I don't use it personally. I use it if I don't want to use the M1014, because there's just something about the M1014 that just kind of doesn't really work with me per se. That's probably the best word I can use for that. Like, I don't hate the M1014, like, I prefer it over this weapon, but if I'm just not feeling up to using the M1014 for whatever reason, I prefer to use the Raven. But once again, I feel that the Raven is much more accustomed to overkill than Death Wish, whereas you could probably use the M1014 on Death Wish. The Raven can probably only be used on Death Wish if you use Buckshot. I would not suggest using explosive rounds with the Raven, because it's just not worth it because of the slow firing speed. And also it hurts your damage as well, so you're just kind of taking away the one thing that the Raven has above the M1014. So let's look at the mods for the Raven shotgun. The only difference in mods for the M1014 shotgun and the Raven shotgun is that the Raven shotgun has a short barrel and a long barrel in the barrels tab. So last but not least, we shall look at the Street Sweeper. But first, some trivia. The Street Sweeper is based on the Armsel Striker, also known by its shortened name Striker, whilst implementing improvements also featured on the Armsel Protecta, and using the name of the Cobra Street Sweeper. As is typical of Striker portrayals in media, the Street Sweeper is seemingly an amalgamation of various different models of the base gun. The Street Sweeper possesses a tri-rail above the drum. Without any sight, it uses the same pistol style sight as the Cobas 90, ISMA 12 Gage, and the UAR. The Sweeper has the 3rd highest magazine capacity among the shotguns in Payday 2, after the Raven and Stega 12 Gauge. It is one of the few semi-auto shotguns in Payday 2, alongside the M1014 and the Predator 12 Gauge. The The Street Sweeper unlocks at level 33, its inventory slot is secondary, its firing mode is semi-automatic and costs 749,000 in-game dollars to purchase. It has a base magazine of 12, total ammo of 72, rate of fire 429, damage of 23, accuracy of 28, stability of 44, concealment of 21, and threat of 28. The Street Sweeper does only about half the damage of the Locomotive 12G, but compensates somewhat with a much higher rate of fire and greater ammo load. With appropriate modifications and skills in particular, the perk deck headshot bonus, it can kill a maximum force responder with 2 headshots and most or all other non-special enemies with 1. So the Street Sweeper, it is my favorite shotgun secondary for overkill. For Death Wish, my favorite secondary is the Judge with HE rounds, just because of the fact that it's a small little secondary that you can keep in your pocket, and if something bad happens, like a dozer comes in, you can shoot 2 down, get rid of its faceplate, and kill him straight away with your primary. The one good thing about the Street Sweeper is, I forgot to mention it for the Raven actually now that I think about it. When you empty the magazine, when you load everything back into the Street Sweeper, there is no cocking the weapon or pumping the weapon to get ready to fire again. Once that last bullet goes in, you can start firing straight away, which makes it very good for close combat situations. Because say if you're at the unloading of your clip and a cloaker's coming down, now it's very unrealistic, or no, actually let's make it realistic. Say your friend's at the shooting the cloaker a little bit and then he gets downed or something happens that he takes his mind off it, and that cloaker can die in one shot. If you took out the M1014 and you had no ammo in him, when you tried to fire, he'd have to cock the side of the weapon first in order to fire, which means that he puts the bullet in, then he goes chick chick, and then he fires, but the cloaker could be at you already. Same with the Raven. When you fire that last bullet that you have to put in a new round and then pump the weapon. But the Street Sweeper doesn't have that. So if something's at the happening, or if you need to reload right now, you just put 1 bullet in and you can shoot it straight away, which is what I love about it. I prefer using the Flechette with the Street Sweeper for that greater accuracy. It's really good on overkill. You can pretty much snipe greens with it from pretty much any distance and it'll kill them. And you can also like 2-shot browns from a pretty far away distance as well. Now, I'm not saying it has great accuracy with the Flechette. You're not going to kill snipers on Goat Simulator with it, but on Hux Breakout, you could probably kill a sniper when he's all the way up there if you were lucky enough. But it's got a great enough range to make it good at helping people get out of the sticky situations, or to just get yourself out of those kind of situations as well. So the only difference in mods between the M1014 and the Raven shotgun is that the Street Sweeper has a long barrel and a suppressed barrel in the barrels tab, which are both part of the Gage shotgun pack. So now we're going to have a look at the montage. If you watched the previous video, you would have seen a little bit of footage of the Street Sweeper in action. If you missed the previous video, please go watch it. I'll leave an annotation on the bottom. It's definitely worth watching because I kind of give my 2 cents on whether or not saves in Payday 2 is a good thing or a bad thing, and if you should be opening them. But anyway, on to the montage. So I'll see you guys in a couple of minutes.
The thermal drill you need for the vault is somewhere in the parking lot. It's a straight cash hit. You know how it goes.
You fucking listening?
Okay, just don't shoot.
I'm getting tired of this.
Okay, don't shoot.
I got a bullet here with your name on
Don't
it.
shoot.
Okay, great. I've got that safe to the vault door.
Okay, you go.
We are making progress.
I'll be ready if things go bad.
We're good.
farm. Well done. I sure hope they never get rid of Banks, but the way you guys work, you might make him extinct. I love it.
Tempo!
Faster.
Tempo! Okay, don't shoot.
We're done!
Good job, gang. The server has been secured and Jimmy will be happy.
Move! Okay, don't shoot.
Yeah! I got a bullet
pulled it off.
with your name on it.
Fantastic!
We fucking did it, lads! We stopped that white-haired fucking freak from getting the data he was after. So what do you say? What do you say we burn it, yeah? Burn it straight to fucking hell.
So is the Gage shotgun pack worth it? Yeah. Not because of specific weapons, but because of the sole fact that, you get those 4 extra ammo types that affect every gun. If you don't have the DLC, you miss out on being able to deal more damage, be more accurate, and all that other stuff. You do get the Street Sweeper and the M1014 as well. So, yeah, it's definitely worth it. You should get it if you have money. Like, you know, just spare money. I don't mean if you have money. Obviously, get it if you have money. But, like, if you have spare money, just go and get it. Yeah. Chat there gets a drill. The lucky son of a biscuit. But anyway, thank you all for watching. If you liked what you saw here, give it a like. Take the subscribe button and bring it onto your webcam show or something, and then press it when you're sitting there and be like, there you go, I did you a favor. So anyway, yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one for the Gage Mod Courier Pack. So, bye.